Hello everybody, it is me, Ajadiad, back with another video. And yes, it is SPDL versus Alina. This week we're going against Lynn. Very scary matchup for us. I'll just pull it up right now. My mouse is broken, so that's like very fun. Haha. Like my mouse is broken, like I literally can't click anything. So I've been using my drawing tablet to like click stuff, and it's my mouse now. Anyway, let's hope they haven't updated it because they don't update literally anything. Anyway, yeah, Zero Orb is Talonflame, blah blah blah, all that jazz. Okay, let's just get into this. We can see what they brought. They brought Haxorus, Mudsdale, Corsola G, Scizor, Terrakion, and the Water Cat. First thing I'm looking at is how do I deal with Mudsdale? I've brought one special attacker to this battle. I should have made Jirachi have like Energy Ball or something, but I did not. Jirachi was my sole check to Togekiss, and I didn't even bring it, so like not that happy about that. But yeah, just like a free sack now. Zero Ores again my win con. We brought a special Zero Ore this week. It is again my win con. If we can call the switch on Mudsdale and it to its KO Mudsdale with a grass knot. So if we can call that switch on Mudsdale, then we can just grass knot and then we're good. And then we can sweep his team. Haxorus might serve a problem, but we brought some checks to Haxorus. Not really. We brought Fruit Loops, Dragon Claw, Glycopod like this every week. It doesn't need defense investment. Literally do anything at once. First impression into an Exeter just kills Haxorus straight out. Gliscor, as you can see, Gliscor is. Yeah, we don't need that much defense investment to just tank kids for days, so yeah. We got Protect Defog again. I really want to put Roost on this set, but they have a bunch of knockoffers, and I just don't want my Toxicor being knocked off, because if Toxicor is knocked off, then Gliscor won't have any recovery, which is why I probably should have put Roost then, because it wouldn't matter. Anyway, let's just play this match. They send out Scizor. I'm gonna put this on slow because yeah. They send out Scizor. I just send out Fruit Loops. I can U-turn anything, and I'm just gonna hard switch, not risking a bullet punch because I know that'll probably kill me or send me under half, and I did not bring a fire move. They Swords Dance on my Glyspot switching, and I go for the Liquidation. The Liquidation crits. That's very unfortunate for them. They decide to X Scissor here, and they send me out with Emergency. I go into Zero Orb because they'll have to Bullet Punch, and that is not super effective. Do I call this switch? No, I do not. I just Thunderbolt. They know I'm special now. So I just I just go back into Big Bruce. They missed the Rock Slide, which is kind of bad. I'm sorry. I get Toxic. They go into Vaporeon. I just Earthquake here because I'm not messing around. I want that Mega Scizor gone out of here. I just U-turn, I think, here because I'm not getting scalded. That is not something I want to do. I go back into Zero Orb because it really doesn't matter what they do. They wish. I know they have to switch out this turn. I'm just guessing what. And I decide, hey, I'm going to go for the Grass Knot here. It does good damage, and I get the Grass Knot on the Mudsdale. That thing is low, and I say, alright, it's time. I'm about to KO this thing. But then Wish happens, and I'm forced to switch out instead of killing this thing immediately. I switch to Mudsdale, they Earthquake. Yeah. I'm just U-turning here. U-turn. Please say U-turn. Nope. I Earthquaked. I U-turn again. I go into Jirachi here. I'm just like, okay, free sack. I paralyze whatever comes in. Nothing takes my paralysis. This thing switches in, and I paralyze it. And now I'm like, alright, it's time for my hacks. I'm going to Iron Head para hacks you to obliteration. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Iron Head. I flinched. Come on. Come on. Yeah, knockoff. That's hacks. He moved. Like, no, that's not supposed to happen. I Iron Head him again. I'm like, nah. This if he moves, it's hacks. Like this is paralysis, serene graced, boosted Ironhead spam over here. He shouldn't be able to move. I should be getting crits all day. I should be sending him to the gulag right now. Right, I should be freaking flinching him, and this man should be scared of my garage. And then he disables me. Yep. I just switch on to Casper because I'm like, okay, sure. He takes out my sash. I'm not happy about that, seeing as I have literally no recovery. He switches to Mudsdale. I Shadow Ball. I'm like, is this thing AV? I'm like, oh, okay, so this is where the big calcs come in. I'm like, this thing is AV, has to be AV, right? And I look it up, and Energy Ball does 50% to AV Mudsdale. Even if they're not AV Mudsdale max special defense, that thing doesn't kill. They decide to heavy slam here. I was literally just stacking my Fruit Loops. I was hoping I could do some damage, but yeah. I go into All-Star here. I predict them switching to Vaporeon, and I said to First Impression. Doesn't take out the Vaporeon, which is annoying. Now they're just going to switch out, which is pretty annoying. They just flip turn out. Where should I put speed investment? So I sped this thing, and now I just go for the X Scissor because, like, should have put Leech Life on this, to be honest. I Liquidation. He disables my Liquidation, so I just get taken out. I'm, like, happy at that point. I did not want to Aqua Jet and let this thing get a free String Sap up. They switch to Mudsdale. I just go for a Shadow Ball. I'm like, okay, I should kill with Energy Ball here. There's a good chance I kill, but he lives on 4%. There was a 5% chance he lived that, but he lives. 5% chance and he lives. That's just what happens sometimes. Yeah, 5% chance he lives. I go into 0. I'm just set to take this thing out, and I take it out with an Aura Sphere. Yeah, they go into Haxorus. I am definitely not dealing with Scarf Haxorus this game, so I go into my check, Big Bruce, and they Dragonite, and I'm like, okay, this is bad. I put attack investment on this thing, not defense investment. I Earthquake, it does half. I'm like, come on, please do a high roll next time. Please. I live, I'm like, please kill this Haxorus. And yeah, I trade. He goes for Dragonites 2 turns in a row, and I trade. I'm happy with this trade, honestly. My Big Bruce is going down next turn, but I'm happy I got this Haxorus out of here because, yeah. They go into Terrakion and just take me out with the Stone Edge. And I'm like, alright, whatever. I know I gotta play to my win con, so I'm paralyzing everything in this game so I can play to my win con and win. I paralyze Corsola, and I'm like, alright, you're not gonna switch out? I'm gonna Ironhead you until you die. I get first Ironhead, flinched. I'm like, alright, it's time. It's time. Come on. And then they shrinks at me, and they get back up to that. And I'm like, come on, what is this game? I set up rocks because I'm like, you're not switching out all day. Earth Power does literal no damage to me. I Ironhead again, and guess what? They flinch. And then they curse body me at some point. Yeah, they curse body me right there, and I just hope and pray. But they get flinched. Right there would be great if they took me out, because now I'm just paralyzing, doing literally nothing because... I go for Thunderbolt. I'm like, please paralyze, please full para. They get full paired, so my win is still happening. I'm like, oh, it doesn't kill, so I'm like, please full para, because that was supposed to kill. It was killing in my favor, and it full paired, and I'm like, the gods have shined down on me. But then they actually curse bodied my Thunderbolt. How could that go wrong? And I'm like, okay, it's Terrakion. I got a Grass Knot here. Grass Knot could kill. And Grass Knot take that to Terrakion. Zero Aura is going on a win streak. And I'm like, alright, who's coming in next? They have to wait for Scizor so Scizor can, my Volt switch off this thing. And they had to, like, sack everything for Scizor because nothing on their team outspeeds me. So they're just hoping a Bullet Punch at this point outspeeds me, so I'm like, come on. I gotta get the Volt switch off. Volt switch, please kill, and I live the bullet punch, and I full switch, and then I take out the scissor. I die to recoil, but that's an 0-0 win for me, which is crazy. Zero Aura and Jirachi put in the work that game. I'm giving this win to Jirachi. Jirachi was the MVP of that game because if I didn't get the paralyzed hacks on that Corsola, then that was a GG for me. So Jirachi, you are the MVP of this game. Like oh my god, Jirachi, MVP of this game, bro. Like, Jirachi, you were supposed to come for the Togekiss, and then Togekiss wasn't there, and I'm like, I'm treating you like a sack, bro. Like, I'm just switching you in to sack you. But then you ended up putting in the most work that won us the game. And then Zero Aura just being able to clean that up. The special Zero Aura set went crazy. Grass knot, Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, everything just went crazy. Like, this is the team we brought into this. Our Archeop set, I don't even know what we were doing with that. Like, really, Gliscor, why is there not more defense on that? Why didn't we bring knockoff on Golisopod? Why didn't we bring Leech Life on this thing? Jirachi over here, I shouldn't have even brought you. Gengar, why were you Sash? You should have been like Life Orb or Spect or something, because I know I'm probably gonna have to switch you in because I don't want to sack anything on this team. So you should have been Life Orb or Spect because you're never taking a hit. With your like Sash would be useless on you. So I don't know what I was playing here, but Zero Aura, like the only set that didn't have a problem with it, just swept this team. Like, a funny thing, so we started off the season 3-0, which is great, but the funny thing is, Lynn, who we just played, their Haxorus got 8 kills. So their Haxorus was at the front of the leaderboards. But this week, Zero Aura got 5 extra kills, putting it at 8 kills also with Haxorus. So that's, like, really, really crazy because Zero Aura is tied for first place for kill leader, which is, like, wow. And I'm just like, wow. Like, this team is like so good, and I'm so excited to get to use it, like, honestly. And then next week we get to play against XPF Wintergreen, I think his name is, sorry, the Goa Gliscors. And like, my next matches are so fun. I'm so excited to play them. We got Clash of Max, and I'm really excited to play him because this plan, it was surrounded around Tapu Koko instead of Zero Aura. Like, I was supposed to get Tapu Koko first round, but I ended up getting Zero Aura first round because Tapu Koko was sniped by Clash of Max. And I'm like, ooh, okay. I'm gonna get to play them, and I'm gonna see, was getting Zero Aura worth it for me, or getting Tapu Koko would have been better. Like, this is gonna be a crazy, crazy match, and I'm so down for this. Anyway, see you guys.